So Lucario just just butchered this poor goat. Let's see. Lucario wisely trailed off. His trainer wisely summarized the situation with a loud "Yuck! What the hell, Lucario?" I'm really sorry, honest, Lucario said, approaching his disgusted trainer. I took it very seriously. I was just trying to protect you all. By literally beheading it? Chris asked, Lucario sensing his body shaking in horror. Juff overheard the fact and went back to puke a little harder than before. Damn! I know the thought is what matters, but this is beyond ridiculous. Lucario knelt down in shame, bowing his head to Chris. I will control the extent of my strength next time so this doesn't happen again. I have a nagging feeling you're going to do it again. Chris turned back to face Juff. He briefly saw the still expression on the bubble monkey's face. Juff? I'm okay. The blonde boy limped a bit back to them, clutching his stomach. I'm just not used to seeing people behead animals. Lucario stood back up, still looking ashamed. You have my sincere apologies, he said. Honestly, I didn't think you were this strong, Juff said, mildly regaining his composure. You are certainly an incredible individual. The Aura Pokemon smiled a bit, but then his face fell when Chris gave him a deadpan look that implied, Don't get too cocky, or else you'll get it. He sighed instead. What? Don't get too cocky, or else you'll get it. What does that mean? Is he fucking threatening Lucario? He just saw what Lucario is capable of, and he's fucking threatening him. I know they're good buddies and all, but I mean, if I were Lucario and Chris threatened me, you know, finna smack a bitch, finna punch his fucking head off too. I can't believe I just said fucking finna. What am I? I'm so white. I'm really fucking flamboyantly white. Let's just continue. I can't even remember where I was. He sighed instead. Juff adjusted his glasses, having slipped off from his little private time behind the trees. On the bright side, well, I suppose our survival is pretty much guaranteed. I really wouldn't mind if you did accompany me beyond crossing the forest. The two gasped mentally. As long as you don't behead anything else. We don't mind, really, Chris said, brightening up. If you wish, you can hire Lucario as a guardian for the time being. Of course, I also come with the package. I don't like the sound of hiring, but whatever, Jeff said. The bubble monkey pulled his sleeve a bit, wanting to have more gum. The blonde gave him some gum, the monkey happily taking it. Let's move on, making sure we avoid confronting any other goats. He shuddered once he spotted the trail of blood left behind by the head. He nearly wanted to puke once seeing the fresh corpse on the snowy ground. They're really dwelling on this. Bloody hell. Or a channeler, Chris. We get it, he's dead. Chris felt the same, and so did the monkey, the latter who tried not to swallow the gum whole again. They all quickly... That shit will wrap around your heart and kill you. Supposedly. They all quickly hastened their pace around the murder scene and walked down the path. Several seconds later, after they were out of sight, a random hunter spotted the goat's corpse as he came from the same direction they came from. Don't know what happened here, but we're having a feast tonight, he merrily said, pulling the succulent corpse away from him. Succulent corpse. Bloody hell. This guy's crazy. Or a channeler Chris, I mean. Back with the group, they saw... Peter would have a field day with this, you know? Back with the group, they suddenly came across some succulent... I said succulent again. Some camping spots accompanied by tents. We should be nearing Lake Tessie. That's assumed to have the legendary monster Tessie, Jeff pointed out. Is that meant to be like Nessie? Like the Loch Ness Monster? I don't know. Jeff pointed out. I reckon that there's the Tessie Watching Club nearby, too. Oh, maybe we could rest inside a tent if they let us, Chris said. The first tent's owners allowed them to rest for a bit before moving down further along the road, where there were more tents stationed before Lake Tessie. Surprisingly, the lake wasn't frozen at all. Okay, because it's snowy, yeah, fair enough. Seeing a real lake, Chris was the first one to approach it, Lucario following him from behind.
There is something big inside the water,
Lucario said, his aura feeling another aura moving closer to the shore of the lake. Tessie, perhaps? Chris asked. Please tell me we're not fighting a monster.
I won't behead it.
Don't you even say that word, Jeff said. Seriously, Chris agreed. The bubble monkey hopped up and down before rushing to a stretched portion of the shore, standing on a spot of dirt. He clapped his hands as if he was trying to do something special. What is that monkey trying to... Jeff was interrupted as ripples of water started to form right in front of them all. Gloriously, a purple monster with a bright look on its face rose up from the water. It was Barney the dinosaur, and howled playfully to the bubble monkey. In a second, the Tessie Watching Club members emerged from the tents and started taking photos and writing a whole list of wild mass guessing in their notes. That's the second time he's used that term. You people act so fast, Chris said. Jeff, not minding the public behind their backs, noticed that they needed to cross the lake. When they were resting back at the first tent, Jeff kept to himself that somebody named Paula had used a psychic call telling him that he needed to head south. I have no idea what he was trying to say with that sentence. The lake was in the way, so he assumed that they needed to cross it. The sides of the lake were surrounded by tall cliffs, after all. We need to cross. I wonder. The blonde calmly walked to the shore with the bubble monkey and looked up to Tessie. The crowd behind them gasped loudly. He is getting eaten whole, isn't he? Chris trailed off.
From what I read from Tessie's mind, it's a vegetarian,
Lucario said. His trainer stared at him with an odd look.
It only thinks about food all the time.
Tessie stared down at Jeff with what Chris thought was a very dopey smile. Huh, it's pretty docile, Jeff noted, to which many of the club happily dotted down in their notepads. We could probably ride it to cross the lake. The duo carefully approached the legend. Oh, it's a vegetarian, all right, Chris said. The watchers also noted the fact down. They saw as Tessie lowered its head for them to climb over, not wanting to say that Tessie had quite a flat head. The four stepped on top of its head, and then Tessie slowly swam through the cold lake. The four looked back to the watchers as they helplessly tried to snap as many photos as possible. I'm going to try and end this in this part. I'll probably fail. Remember, we're editing the guy in the blue dog suit out. We don't want to make this look stupid, so keep the kids and the monkey in the shot for extra points and cuteness, one of them called out. Lucario overheard them and grunted, showing a few fangs. Jeff and Chris sat down to rest. We're lucky Tessie allowed us to travel across, Jeff noted. Just a few more days ahead until I reach Ness and Paula. Oh, ways ahead. He turned to face the rest. I guess I said that out loud. Just for the sake of sounding interested, Chris asked, Who are those two? Already knowing full well who they were. It's kind of crazy to believe this, but the duo felt they were getting somewhere out of sheer luck. These two other people who contacted me through my mind while I was sleeping. They're the reason why I even set out on my own to begin with.
So you just walked out from your home because two complete strangers told you to?
Lucario asked. Jeff blushed slightly, small waves of water moving away from the trail Tessie left behind as it swam down south. I know this sounds strange, but there's this feeling I got when I was called by Paula to help them. It's just as if I received an epiphany. He moved up his glasses. Call it a hunch, if you may. There was this feeling inside me that told me to do this, and I just jumped at the call or something.
Well, that's kind of mystical, Chris replied, not really sure how to put it.
Perhaps not, Jeff said. It seems we're getting to the other side already. Oh, shit, I guess I'm not going to finish it in this part. Maybe next time.